the way that I approach a hybrid meeting is more of being aware of the pieces that you need to think through and putting a concerted effort towards that, and then being able to create a plan around that. And it always takes some additional thought process around the technology, around the staffing, and around the facilitation approach. Like Heather said, you will receive an excerpt of planning hybrid meetings for facilitators, the Tech Host edition. And a lot of the content that is in that ebook is what we're going to cover today. And so you will have the ebook plus access to the Google Doc, which you can save and reference. So outcomes for today: hybrid meetings do not have to be scary. When I'm building a Google Doc, I like to put tips for navigating in here. So if I was tech hosting this meeting, I would use this activity as an opportunity to make sure everybody can get into the Google Doc. Is what is a hybrid meeting? So I already talked about hybrid meeting. When the way that we're defining it for the purposes of this is it's collaborative. We have to work on something. People are in the same time, so it's a synchronous experience, but they are in 2 or more locations, and some kind of distance technology is being used. Okay. So why is hybrid harder? The answer to any of these questions is no. It's probably a good idea to move to an all online meeting unless everybody feels safe to gather in person. But I really designed this quiz because I think, especially in the beginning of the hybrid meeting trend, I don't think as much now, but especially in the beginning, I think that there was a lot of pressure on facilitators to have this all figured out. And by either taking this quiz or by offering it to people who you might work with, it starts to get people to realize that there's a lot of things that we need to consider. So here are the main 5 questions that I'll. So refurbished iPad, it's connected to a rolling stand, and I ended up getting this extra little speaker on it because the first time I used it, the speaker on the iPad isn't very loud. So I got a little extra Bluetooth speaker on it and then a backup battery pack. So I have the links if you want to make your own meeting mannequin. It wasn't that expensive. The iPad and the speaker were more expensive, but still it shouldn't cost more than $200 or $300 to put one of these things together. And it is also a nice backup plan. It's pretty portable. And what's nice about this is it rolls around. So in the instance that you might have somebody coming in, that's sort of that accidental hybrid scenario, then you're equipped with my computer. So I'm going to switch my camera from my computer camera to my meeting owl. And so I have a pretty big office space, so I'm just going to kind of walk around, and hopefully if Walter obeys, he's going to follow me. But you can see that I'm just moving around and he's trying to follow me, and hopefully you can hear me pretty well as well.
Yeah.